In the beginning, there was a beautiful baby girl born a long, 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 long time ago. 60 years ago, to be exact. She was born to Maria and Hank, and they knew at once that she would be someone special. They named her Tammy. Tammy grew up with her loving brothers and sisters and had a great time with her family. As she was growing up, she had a bubbly personality and lots of creativity, which she still has to this day. Tammy eventually became a Christian and started going to New Hope Windward. She quickly became a popular member of the congregation and had gained lots and lots of friends. As a single mom of Brendan, the two of them made a home at New Hope and began their journey of serving the Lord. She also found a wonderful husband named Oscar. They married and are living happily ever after. Tammy was always encouraging or forcing her friends to take part in all her creative activities. She was very convincing, and many friends followed after her without even knowing what they were getting themselves into. Tammy has hundreds of thousands of creative ideas, which she could never carry out alone, so she is always looking for other participants to help her carry them out. If you are ever in the market for a creative idea, Tammy has so many in her brain that she can lend you about 100 ideas in a moment's notice. This book here is all her creative ideas, waiting to be made alive by anyone who has enormous amounts of energy and a huge storage area to keep all the materials that you will need to make an idea come to life. But this story is not about her thousands of creative ideas. This story is about one creative idea that she had over 12 years ago. In December of 2010, Tammy had one of her brilliant ideas and invited 6 women to her house to hear her out. With enough apple-blended margaritas to supply a small army, the women first learned about Tammy's Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants idea. They talked about the movie from which this idea was inspired. They discussed the first of many, many rules surrounding the traveling pants idea, and drank, ate, and laughed the night away. Little did this small group of women know that their sick or Sisters in Christ group would morph into an entity of its own, not only touching the 12 who would eventually become the complete sick, but hundreds of other people who have been touched by the crazy, loving, loud, hysterical, and fun group of sick. The sick have been through so much since their humble beginnings. They have laughed, cried, supported, been embarrassed, stepped way out of their comfort zones, taught, learned, and grown together. So sit back and relax as we tell only a few of the crazy and hilarious events of the sick, and how a creative and fun-loving woman named Tammy was used by the Lord to create a group who have done life together for this past decade.